Hey guys, what's up? It's Zach back here again at Down South Racing, and today I got something cool. So we're gonna go put my rear drag pack on and basically just test fit it, just make sure everything's good to go. Gonna get it mounted and balanced. That way, basically from here on out, I can just take street tires off and drag pack off and replace when I need, because I have tools to do that now. Over there you can see top of my jack and stuff. But other than that, guys, I'm gonna go put the car on E85 just for a day or two as well. So I gotta get just a few dollars in gas to get to the nearest E85 station, and the dealership that's gonna put this on couldn't get into any other tire shops today. I don't know, they wouldn't answer or were busy. So my dad has a friend who works at the dealership. She said bring it on down, they would do it. So gotta get these loaded up, gotta get some gas. I'm gonna go spray the car off because I don't know how well you all can see, but it is nasty. So I hope you all can pick some of that up. But other than that, guys, I'm just gonna test them out, see how they feel going down the road. It is a little cold, it's about 45-ish degrees, so maybe you wouldn't try this at home if I were you, but like I said, I'm just gonna run these for a couple days. It's supposed to be in the mid to upper 50s tomorrow, and it's supposed to be sunny, so we'll get out and try to have some fun. But test them out just a little bit, just see how they feel on the car and make sure everything fits and works, and so we'll go from there. But I'll see you all there. Alright guys, so here you go. This is what they look like, and this is what the car looks like with them. Obviously it is a 26-inch tire, so there is some wheel gap, but that could be getting fixed here relatively soon, here in about 2 weeks. So I'm gonna go with some BMR drag springs. Gonna be looking for a set of skinnies for the front. Obviously not gonna daily on these. Again, I just wanted them mounted and balanced. Let's see if we can just zoom right here on the you can see the weights right there on the wheel. But again, I can just take them off and put them on when I need now, but that's just what it looks like. And I think the car looks just badass, honestly. I think that it looks good. I did a small pull just on this little straight road right here behind me from like 50, and there was no spin, and it's like 40 degrees outside, so that's pretty crazy. Definitely would not recommend dailying on these if I guess care about safety and what they're gonna wear, because they're not gonna be like a very good tire. And again, if you didn't know, these are ET Street R's. They are 275/40 R17s. They have a tread wear of 0. So again, these are technically DOT approved. You can see right there they have like 4 grooves in them, I think. Right there you can barely see them. But again, guys, these are just strictly going to be for drag racing. Me and Tanner, again, we split on them, but I'm going to try to buy the skinnies myself, and so he's obviously more than welcome to use these anytime that he wants. And obviously we're going to make videos about his car too, because he's looking to be the first 2018 EcoBoost to get into the 12s. As far as we know, nobody has done it with that yet. He's been a best of 13.2 at 108, and so pretty much just those right there, because he's spun like a 2.0 60 foot, just kind of like what I do, and pretty much those right there. And I think he will be there with like a 1.8 60 foot. Obviously, you pick up a little bit more in the end than you do just basically from the 60 foot. So if you pick up 2/10 in the 60 foot, it's normally 3/10 or a little bit more in the quarters. So we'll just have to see. And as you can see, it is at about the same width as my my stock street tires and such. They are 275 versus 285, but just a much shorter tire, and they look pretty good from the rear, I must say. Also, they look pretty fat, so that's a good thing. Also, if you didn't know, these are Racestars. These are 17 by 9.5, and I think the weight on these is listed at like 21 pounds, so it's not like a great big weight savings over my SVEs. It's only a 3 pound per corner, but 3 pounds is 3 pounds. But it's just the fact that it's a 17-inch wheel. It's just so much easier to spin, if that makes sense. You can just imagine, just basic physics. If you have a wheel that's all the way up to there, how much more difficult it is to turn in a big circle. That's why if you see big jacked up trucks and stuff, it has the effect of gearing them down. Like with my stock rims and tires, my street tire setup, my car has the equivalent of 285 gears, so major airplane gears. So these right here should actually technically bring it up just very slightly from 315, because it's a smaller rim and tire than what is even stock. Mine came stock with the 18-inch rims, and so I think they are like a 26.5 or something like that. So similar, but this should help just a little bit, I'd say. Not even maybe a percent or two, so probably like 3.18 or something like that. But just any little bit helps. Also, guys, I apologize. The car is still very dirty. I just took it and sprayed it off the best I could, just the car wash, because I didn't want the people at the dealership to have to deal with it being as terrible as it was. So I don't know, but It still looks bad, so, but it's also, again, like 40 degrees, and I'm probably going to wash it tomorrow just to see what it looks like, maybe go out and take some pictures. But I think the car looks awesome. So, you know, comment down below for sure and let me know what you all think. And if anybody by chance has any skinny, I think 17 by 4.5 or 5 Racestar Dark Stars, hit me up. I might be interested in buying them here in exactly about 1 week from now. So we just had to see, but let's go put some E85 in this thing. Got to run just a itty bitty bit of 93 out. I got to run about 10 miles out, so we'll see right here. But we're just going to drive around here for a few minutes and just kind of test them out. As far as just driving down the road, though, I can't tell really any difference at all in a street tire. Obviously, you know, in wet conditions or, you know, snow or ice or anything, these would be terrible. So I would definitely advise against doing that. But again, I just needed these balanced and put on so that way I can take them off and put them on when I need to. So, all right, guys. So we're here at the gas station now. Got the tune loading right there. It's at 53% so far. I'm about to go inside and pay for the gas and then start pumping, so that way I try to time it up. That way when it gets done, I get finished pumping, so I just get in and complete the last couple steps. If you don't know how to switch tunes on your SCT tuner device between 93, E85, or just tunes in general, I have a video on the channel. I'll try to link it in here if I can, but if not, just go search on the channel or just search up, you know, how to switch to E85 in your S550 and it should pop up. And it's relatively simple. It's about an 11-12 minute process. I have timed at least. I know the N-Gauge is about half that, you know, about 6 minutes or so, but it is what it is. I mean, if you're going to take the time to switch tunes, you know, you're normally going to have time to switch tunes on whatever you're going to switch tunes on. Is my thoughts on that. But, you know, the N-Gauge is a great device. It's just, this is cheap and does the same job. So, but we're about to go in and pay for the gas, so I shall see you all in just a second. I'm probably going to video see what the car looks like under these gas station lights, because, you know, car guys, gas station lights are your friend, and so I'm going to try to take a picture or something too. So here we go. All right, guys, there you go, putting some E in her. This is what it looks like with drag pack just under some gas station lights. I think it looks pretty good. All right, guys, and as you can see, when you put E85 and you switch tunes, your AFR kind of goes wacky for a minute, but it should start working its way down to about 10, maybe 11 if you're just coming from 93. But basically, the more E85 that you run, the stoic of E85 is around 10. Some people tell you about 10.2, so, you know, anywhere around 10, 10.2 is a good value. That means you've got pretty dead burn good E85. Right now, we should be on winter blend E70. I'm not exactly sure the stoic on that, but obviously, I'm going to say in the mid 11s, because normally when I switch on the first tank from 93 to 85, it goes to about 11, 10.9 or 11, and so I'm thinking this should be mid 11 since it's E70 is about what winter blend is. I haven't tested this, need to get one of those testers, but I don't know, we'll just have to wait and see in the future. But it should start working its way down here in just a minute. I literally just started it up and let it idle for about a minute and then pulled it over here just to get out of people's way, because as you can see, it's rather busy. It's 5:30, so I guess everyone's getting off work and such, but oh well, we're just going to wait on this to start working its way down. 13.6, 13.7, but it goes back up, goes a little bit lean, but I don't know, so we'll see. Also, guys, it should be noted if you drive an automatic car, when you first switch fuels, no matter if you come from E85 or from 93 to vice versa, try not to really let it rev too high for about the first 15 minutes, you know, for sure 15 minutes. I try to go mine about 20, but it works out well because I live right about 20 minutes from the E85 station. So, you know, you can see I'm climbing a hill right here right now and just kind of barely just giving it any throttle at all. So now, you know, we reached about 60 miles an hour, which is a little bit less actually because of the smaller tire. I GPSed it earlier. It seems like it's about 2 miles per hour low or 2 miles per hour high on this. And so, like, if I'm doing 60 on here, it showed I was doing about 57 or 58. So, I don't know, but that's just another little tidbit I figured I'd share with you all if you haven't seen the other video I posted. So, but I mean, as you can hear right here, just cruising at a steady, you know, about 60 miles an hour. There's barely any noise, and what noise there is coming from the exhaust, and so obviously, you know, no tire roar, so that's good. All right, guys, so we're going to test out the drag pack here just a little bit. We're going to do a 30 roll. I am on the 85, as you can see from the air fuel ratio. It's 39 degrees outside, so it's probably not going to go super well, but just to show that these things hook up, you know, pretty good. So let's get going right here and just hit it one time, and we'll just hopefully just shift and then go from there. Obviously tell, these tires have all the hook in the world, so that's really impressive, because a 30 roll is this car's, I guess, most raw, I guess you would say, roll, because it's first gear. It's about as high as a roll you would want to do. You're right in the meat of the torque and power band, and so, you know, if I could race anybody from a 30 I think I would probably get them, you know, as far as, you know, similar cars and similar power numbers and such. But like, I either have to race from like 20 or 50 normally, because a 40 roll for me is crap. If you've watched any of my previous videos, you might have seen, you know, the professional drivers, you know, that's what they tell me in Mexico. But a 40 roll, the car just isn't geared well for that with the 18 manifold, I feel like, because the other manifold, the stock manifold, you know, it had a lot of mid-range torque. This one doesn't really have as much until about 4,500 RPM. So, but I'm really impressed with that right there. So let me know what you all think. Comment down below if you all have a drag pack and if it made any difference. You know, what kind of wheels you run, what kind of tires you run. Just let me know.